Ever wondered where your money disappears to every month? It's as if there's a magician out there performing a vanishing act with your hard-earned cash. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could be the Sherlock Holmes of your own finances? Well, you can, and the secret lies in the art of expense tracking. Imagine your monthly income as a pie. Every time you make a purchase, a slice of that pie gets eaten. But here's the catch. Without expense tracking, you're essentially eating this pie in the dark, not knowing how many slices you have left. This could lead to a situation where you reach out for another slice and find, to your surprise, that the pie has vanished. That's what happens to our money when we don't keep track of our expenses. One moment you have a comfortable sum in your account, the next you're wondering where it all went. It's not magic, it's simply a lack of financial awareness. But fear not, for expense tracking can help illuminate the mystery. By keeping an eye on where your money is going, you gain control over your finances. You can prevent overspending, ensure you're saving enough, and even achieve financial goals you've set for yourself. Whether it's saving up for a new phone, planning a trip with friends, or even just making sure you have enough for that fancy coffee you love, expense tracking is your guide. It's like turning on the light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see everything clearly. You know exactly how much of your pie is left, and you can make informed decisions on how to spend it. This isn't just about preventing the unwanted surprise of an empty bank account. It's about empowering yourself to make smarter financial choices. So, if you want to solve the mystery of your vanishing money, stay tuned. We're about to embark on a journey to financial awareness, one where you're in the driver's seat, navigating the twists and turns of your personal finances with confidence and ease. Scene script. Ready to take control of your cash flow? Here's how to start. To begin your journey to financial responsibility, the first step is tracking your expenses. This may seem like a daunting task, but trust me, it's easier than you might think. You see, the key to tracking expenses successfully is consistency. And it all starts with keeping your receipts. Yes, every single one of them. That slip from the grocery store, the bill from your favorite coffee shop, even the receipt for that online purchase you made last week. These little bits of paper are the breadcrumbs that will lead you to a clearer understanding of your spending habits. Once you have your receipts, it's time to log each expense. This simply means writing down each purchase you've made, along with the date and the amount spent. Don't worry if you're not a fan of pen and paper, you can use a digital tool, like a spreadsheet or an app, to make this process easier and more organized. Now let's talk about categories. Categorizing your expenses into needs, wants, and savings is a game changer. This way, you can see exactly where your money is going. Needs are those necessary expenses like rent and groceries. Wants are the things that make life a bit more enjoyable, like a new video game or a night out with friends. And savings is the money you're setting aside for your future. By categorizing your expenses, you can see if you're spending too much on wants and not enough on needs or savings. This insight can help you make adjustments to your spending habits so you can better manage your money and work towards your financial goals. Tracking expenses may seem like a chore, but it's the first step in taking control of your finances. It's like shining a light in a dark room. It allows you to see clearly and make informed decisions. Remember, every dollar counts, so don't overlook even the tiniest expense. Living in the digital age has its perks, especially when it comes to expense tracking. With the rise of technology, we have been blessed with a myriad of tools that make expense tracking a breeze. Gone are the days of manually jotting down each and every transaction in a ledger or a piece of paper. Today it's all about tapping and swiping on your smartphone screens. Let's dive into the world of mobile apps designed to help you manage your money better. These apps are like your personal assistants, always ready to keep track of your spending, savings, and everything in between. They are intuitive, easy to use, and most importantly, they provide a real-time snapshot of your financial health right at your fingertips. Consider the convenience of this scenario. You're out and about, grabbing a bite with friends, buying a new outfit, or simply paying your bills. With each transaction, you whip out your smartphone, open your expense tracking app, and key in the details. The app does the rest, categorizing your expenses, updating your budget, and even alerting you if you're about to overspend. There are numerous apps out there that cater to different needs and preferences. Some apps offer basic expense tracking features, while others come with advanced options such as linking with your bank accounts, setting up recurring bills, and even providing insights on your spending habits. Whether you're a student saving for your first car, a young professional aiming for financial independence, or a busy parent juggling household expenses, there's an app that's just right for you. Some of the popular ones include Mint, Pocket Guard, and You Need a Budget, also known as YNAB. Remember, these apps aren't meant to endorse anyone in particular, but rather to give you an idea of the different options available. Each app has its own unique features, and it's up to you to choose the one that best fits your lifestyle and financial goals. So, embrace the power of technology. Use it to your advantage. With these apps, your smartphone just became your personal financial advisor. Not a fan of apps? No problem, spreadsheets have got you covered. You might be thinking, spreadsheets in the age of high-tech apps? Yes, indeed. Spreadsheets, while they might seem like relics of a bygone era, are actually incredibly powerful tools for tracking expenses. Let's break this down. First, you'll want to create a simple spreadsheet. You can use any program that suits your fancy. Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, or even Apple numbers. The choice is yours. To get started, you'll want to create columns for the date, the item or service you purchased, and the amount you spent. You can also add columns for categories like food, transportation, entertainment, and so on. This way you can see where most of your money is going. But here's the catch. This spreadsheet will only be as useful as the information you put into it, which brings us to our second point. The importance of regular updates. You need to be diligent about entering your expenses. Make it a habit. Every time you spend money, jot it down. This might seem tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, onto the fun part, analyzing the data. Once you've been tracking your expenses for a while, you can start to see patterns. Maybe you're spending more on takeout than you realized, or perhaps those online shopping sprees are adding up. Whatever the case may be, having this information at your fingertips allows you to make informed decisions about your spending habits. You can decide where to cut back, where to splurge, and how to better allocate your hard-earned money. So, there you have it. Spreadsheets are a simple, effective, and customizable way to keep track of your expenses. They give you a clear overview of your spending, allow for easy analysis, and can be tailored to fit your specific needs. Sure, they might not have the bells and whistles of the latest apps, but sometimes, simplicity is best. Spreadsheets might seem old-fashioned, but they're a tried and true method for expense tracking. With a little patience and consistency, you'll be on your way to a healthier financial future. Tracking your expenses is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you review them. Let's imagine for a moment that you're a detective. You've collected all the evidence, you've got fingerprints, statements, the whole shebang. But if you don't review and analyze that evidence, what good is it? The same principle applies to tracking your expenses. The data you collect is your evidence, and reviewing it is your analysis. It's where you uncover the story behind your spending habits. So, what's the big deal about reviewing your expenses? Well, it's like a flashlight that illuminates your financial habits. It highlights where your money is going, what you're spending too much on, and where you might need to cut back. It's like a fiscal health checkup, helping you identify financial habits that might be draining your wallet without you even realizing it. Think about it this way. If you never reviewed your mobile data usage and constantly went over your limit, you'd be paying extra charges left and right. But by reviewing your usage regularly, you can adjust your habits and avoid those pesky extra costs. The same goes for your expenses. Regular reviews can reveal areas of excessive spending, allowing you to adjust your budget and save money. But it's not just about cutting back. Reviewing your expenses can also show you where you might want to spend more. Maybe you've been skimping on groceries and eating out more than you should. By reviewing your expenses, you can spot these trends and make better financial decisions. In short, reviewing your expenses is like putting on a pair of financial glasses. It brings your spending habits into focus, helping you see where your money is really going. It's one thing to track your expenses, but it's another to understand them. And understanding your expenses is the first step to taking control of your financial future. Regular reviews transform your tracked expenses into valuable insights. With your expenses tracked and reviewed, you're now ready to create a budget. Creating a budget is like drawing up a game plan for your money. It's your financial playbook, a guide that tells your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. But how do you create a realistic budget based on your tracked expenses? Let's delve into that. First, gather all your financial data, including your income and expenses. Your tracked expenses are the foundation here, giving you a clear view of your spending habits. You'll want to categorize these expenses into fixed costs like rent or mortgage payments and variable costs like groceries or entertainment. Next, you'll need to identify your financial goals. Are you saving for a vacation, paying down debt, or stashing away funds for the future? Whatever your goals are, they should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, it's time to allocate your money. Start with your income at the top and subtract your fixed costs. The remainder is what you have to work with for your variable expenses and savings. It's a good idea to follow the 50-30-20 rule here. 50% of your income should go towards necessities, 30% towards wants, and 20% towards savings and debt repayment. Remember, your budget isn't set in stone. It's okay to adjust it as needed. If you find that you're constantly overspending in one category, see if you can cut back in another, or, better yet, find ways to increase your income. The beauty of budgeting is that it gives you control over your finances. It allows you to see where your money is going and make conscious decisions about your spending. It can help you avoid debt, save for the future, and achieve your financial goals. Remember, budgeting isn't about restricting what you can spend, it's about making you aware of where your money is going and helping you focus your spending on the things that matter most to you. A well-planned budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. Tracking expenses is not just about numbers, it's about taking control of your financial future. As we've journeyed together through the world of expense tracking, we've discovered some pretty cool things, haven't we? We've unraveled the mystery of where your hard-earned money goes. We've explored the steps to becoming financially responsible, and we've delved into the power of technology and spreadsheets in keeping tabs on your cash. We've also emphasized the importance of regular reviews and the art of budgeting. But why is all this so crucial? Well, it's simple. Mastering expense tracking is like holding the keys to your financial independence and security. It's about knowing where your money is going, how it's being used, and taking control of it. It's about making informed decisions that will shape your financial future. Imagine being able to plan for that dream vacation, buy that gadget you've been eyeing, or even invest in your future without the stress of wondering where the money will come from. That's the power of expense tracking. It's not just about counting pennies, it's about building a financially secure future. But remember, the journey doesn't end here. The road to financial freedom requires consistency. It's not a one-time thing, it's a lifestyle. It's about making conscious decisions every day, about every purchase no matter how small. And guess what? The journey becomes easier over time. As you get the hang of expense tracking, it becomes second nature. You start to understand your spending habits better and make smarter financial decisions. And before you know it, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just making ends meet, you're building wealth. So let's recap. Expense tracking gives you control. It empowers you to make informed decisions. It paves the way for financial independence and security. And most importantly, it's a journey, not a destination. Remember, the journey to financial freedom begins with tracking your expenses, so start today.